Hey, all right. Left on, no, CMonsterYK. I'm doing draw sketch a day May, so I'm going to sketch every day in May. This is yesterday's sketch. He's a beaver and a cute beaver. And then I also drew some little faces for yesterday. Today, I'm just trying to hook it up so I can read the chat. Has it come up for you? Okay. Hi, Elstefan. Okay, wait. Okay, I can click on that. All right, I can read it now, at least for a little while. All right, today I am actually working at another job. So I'm not going to take a long time. Well, this paper's not, there's something in here. Aw, another Shapes Peoples. Okay. So something I sometimes draw is the flapper, the famous flapper from the cover of Life magazine in like the 1920s. She has her arms spread and it's kind of like whoa, look at what young women are now. This is like the powerhouse of American culture. And it's also like it's a little bit afraid, a little bit praising. It's a little flattering and a little. So I'm going to try that today. I haven't drawn one in a while, so I might be a little rusty, but let's give it a go. So I'm going to come in and just really roughly sketch it out so I don't make any big mistakes, because I've been doing that lately. Head, neck. We'll get some shoulders. Hi, Scoofs. Hi, Valkyrie. Hail your local animal. We're doing a version of the Flapper Girl. I'm sketching every day in May. And today's sketch is going to be a sort of modern and my personal interpretation of the Life cover flapper, which is an image from the I think the late 1920s, where Life magazine drew a flapper girl as a butterfly on the cover of their magazine. So here we go. So we're just getting the outline so I don't make any major mistakes. We have the chest, the rib cage, a little bit of belly. We'll put in the hips here. We won't do, unlike the Life magazine where she was, very skinny, which was the flapper aesthetic of the time. We don't have to do that. It's not 1920. It's the 20s, man. Okay. So I think that's a pretty good base. I think maybe her arm is a little, I think I've done everything a little bit big, so maybe her arms are a little short. I'll just kind of widen those up. I mean, stretch them out a little bit and make them bend up more so that they fit. Okay, let's get a face on her. Someone to put a name to. Wait. Oh, I'm not reading. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, it's tons of practice, local anime girl. Thank you. It's not always good. It's a little bit lucky. Okay. So I think we'll have her look directly at camera. I think that makes the best sense. Okay. I've zoomed in a little, so hopefully you can see the face a little bit better. I'm going to lean in, so hopefully I don't block the camera. You don't see the back of my head. Okay. I've drawn the nose and the mouth a little too high up. So I think let me erase some of these lower guidelines and pull in the shape of the face a little bit more concisely. And we'll make some decisions. So that'll be neck, shoulder. Okay. So we'll do chin. Okay. So then I think that's a good spot for the mouth. I want her to look bemused, not unhappy to be here, but not like this is some like, I don't know how to describe it. I don't want her to be too overjoyed. I want her to be serious in a way. Oh, Carl. Thank you, Carl. I don't know if I even did one. And give her some eyebrows. Now, like the original, I am also not a young woman. So this is at best a rough interpretation of the culture, and at worst like a reinterpretation of my own youth and the culture from then. But isn't that always the way? I think the eyes got away from me. I'm just going to redo them real quick. Let's give her some hair. I have been really into this like stylized, curly, heavy on the one side hair. So I think I'm going to run with that. Hair used to be the hardest thing for me to draw. And I realized it was because I wanted it to be way too perfect. Hair is like, it's a lot going on. So I would get like really into the details, and I would try to like figure out where people's parts were and where their hairs fall. And once I started doing more stylized stuff, it really felt. So I am doing a modern and my interpretation of the Life magazine Flapper Girl. Just a quick sketch of one. It's something I do every once in a while. I really enjoy it. So we've done the head. I think her head and body might be a little out of proportion, which happens to me sometimes. It's just a sketch. I would fix it if I end up wanting to make it into a finished piece. And it's really kind of too early for me to tell if it's actually out of proportion. I'm going to zoom out a little bit, see if I can get more of a. So someone recommended, and I think it would be fun, to do a puffer vest. So that's what I'm going to do here. So you have the zipper. We'll make it a crop puffer vest. I think that'll be fun. I don't know if this is a real clothing item, but I do know I'm going to enjoy drawing it, which is, to me, more important. Okay, I think it's come together pretty quickly and pretty nice. It's too big. I'm going to bring it in a little bit. I don't know what I was thinking. I was drawing a life vest. It's so funny. As soon as I finished, like, I was like, oh gosh. Oh yeah, yeah. Let's have it be a little tapered. This is a luxury item. We'll put a logo on there because no, you know what we'll do? We'll put just a spot where a logo would be. Just a design element to give us something to look onto. Like the zipper, I'll throw a little bit of zipper in there. And we'll come back and we'll give her some real arms in a little bit. I think she could be pretty muscular. Okay. Gosh, I don't know. So we've given her a kind of a crop top. Let's just go for the sort of cropped top, high-waisted jeans. I'll move up a little so you can see me on cam. Oh yeah, Patagonia. I was thinking RIE. Aren't they the one who they're like super pro labor? They took Black Friday off and closed all their stores as like a sort of protest. Okay. Okay. Sometimes I have to draw things like a belly button or like where the legs meet just to get like my bearings, even though like that's her belly button here is definitely going to be hidden by her clothes, but I wouldn't know where to draw her clothes if it wasn't for that. This is coming together better than I thought for a quick one. I've been usually doing about 45 minutes to an hour of these live streams. I'm doing Sketch a Day May, where I'm doing a sketch every day in May live. I've been really enjoying it. It's helped to force me to keep my creative juices flowing. And you know, I draw every day anyway, but it's been really fun to do it like to make sure I'm not just doodling, right? Not that doodling's bad. I love doodling. But this is there's an idea with the sketch, right, that it might be turned into a final product or project or something that like gets painted or gets some rendered more finishing touches. And that makes it nice. That gives it a different energy, which is really fun. there's like ripped jeans. Oh yeah. Jeans rip in like this interesting way where they kind of, you have the threads going kind of across or down. And give some tears in the jeans a little bit. Oh yeah, these turn into jean shorts. I don't know if I just said that in my head or I said it out loud. Oh yeah, and then like all good jean shorts, there's like bunching and folding. There we go. And how do knees work? I think the knee's probably going to be... There's a rule about knees, and I say this every time I draw legs on stream, that I don't remember. The knee is like slightly higher than it would be or slightly lower than it would be if you followed the heads rules. And so like I'm not following the heads rules. Or I am following the heads rules, but I can't remember where the dang knee is supposed to be. This one is slightly higher than I think it's supposed to be. Well, that's fine. Or that seems to work. Oh, thank you, Carl. Let's see. Footwise. I don't know. Let's just do, when I'm unsure, I often just draw, and this is almost certainly just like a reflection of my what was neat what was neat what was neat when I was a lad, what was cool when I was a kid. This pencil's out of ink. Chucks. Too big. Am I still on screen? Yeah. And then this one will come actually behind the other one. So that's nice because I don't have to draw it as much. And she'll be a little pigeon-toed, so her feet will stick out in different directions a little bit. And that's nice because it's visually interesting. It gives me something to think about. And we'll throw some ties on there. Some bows. Big, loose. And we'll erase the back of the shoe because you can't see that through her leg. Here we go. I'm going to just do a little cleanup. And then I don't know how long today has been, but I do unfortunately have to go a little bit early today. So I'll do a little cleanup and I'll get a picture. If I have time, I will probably come back and clean this up a little bit more another time, another day. Even though it's just a sketch, it's not quite where I would say it's finished. Oh, look, her knee here. I don't know if we're here. Her knee is like kind of turned to the outside. You can tell because of this shoe here, which I totally hadn't drawn. Like, it's true. It's the knee when I first drew it was already doing that, but I didn't realize. I think it's funny how you can sketch something out and your like hand and your brain know how it's supposed to go, but like your mind and yourself doesn't. And then you mess it up and you're like, wait, why does that look bad now? Yeah, I do think her head is a little big, but like I said, it's too bad. The shoulder, you get a muscle, you get the, oh, this muscle's a little bit shorter. This muscle's nice and long. Elbow, forearm is rounded. Like the shin of the arm is not, yep, whatever that's called. And the hand, nice and open. Nope. I'll do the same over here. And then I'm going to have to call it a night. But I'll be back tomorrow. Sketch of the day, May 12th. We'll probably go back to doing an animal tomorrow. I've been doing animals, but maybe not. This was actually very fun. So maybe I'll do a slightly better planned out. Flapper style drawing. Oh, I keep drawing off the screen. All right. Oh, that's not the whole thing. I don't know if you can see that so good. See if this does anything for it. No. That's worse. One more adjustment on the light. No, it's still bad, huh? Well, this is her head. I'm pretty sure you can see it now. Yeah, I don't know why. Oh, yeah. I just gave her a darker head.
Yeah, that looks great.
All right. Well, thanks so much for coming to my Sketch a Day May Day 11. I will see you tomorrow for Sketch a Day day 12. Bye.